welcome to the Beesies.
I'm Abby.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Mackenzie.
Remember the college days when you were best friends with your roommates?
You would come home and talk about anything and everything together.
We miss this phase so much that we decided we needed this quality roommate time again.
So welcome to the Beesies. Come over and get cozy with your new favorite roommates.
Hello.
Welcome.
Ooh, that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah, thanks. I just wanted the compliments.
That was crazy.
I think, Brittany, you could be the, like you could have been Hannah Montana.
You know what? So, I decided tonight my two outlandish goals for my life are either to be a guest judge on Dancing with the Stars or be a water girl at the Super Bowl. Obviously, this came about because of watching the Super Bowl.
A water girl. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, you know,
okay.
Bringing water
Like
to
a
the
water
team.
boy, but a water girl. Okay.
Yeah. And I wish that I had, like, at some point pursued music, because that would have been it would have made becoming a guest judge on Dancing with the Stars a lot easier and more practical.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Because as of right now, like, there's no chance. But you never
Well,
know.
like, yeah, we haven't seen yet the podcast pipeline to judges.
Exactly. But
Maybe
maybe I could be the
you can
first.
start it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can be the first. For the Super Bowl, I think I would hate being a water girl because, well, I was watching the end of the Super Bowl today, and I saw Taylor Swift go and, like, hug Travis and kiss, and I was like, that's disgusting. I'm like, I literally could not touch Jacob if he was, like,
I had
so
the same
sweaty.
thoughts.
And you know
Right?
that they are so smelly. Like, all I know is, like, in high school, when I went onto the field after the game, like, the scent was visible.
Yes.
Ew.
I could see it
couldn't
with
do
my
it.
eyes.
Disgusting.
It was like green smoke. Like, that's how
You know?
literally
Yes.
just gross football players smell.
I couldn't.
There
do
was
it.
a moment where she went from, like, putting her arms above him around his neck to, like, grabbing him around his waist and, like, really, like, leaning into him. And immediately when I saw that, I was like, "Ugh, that's
No, and
so
she kept
gross." Like,
going.
she is being like enwrapped with his, encased, I don't know what the right word is, but, like, surrounded by his smell
Yeah.
and
And
sweat
she
and
just kept
heat.
going.
Ugh.
There's no one
I
I
would
love
never.
that much that I would do that to.
No.
Right? Same. Literally.
Yeah.
No.
I could never.
There's
Ugh,
a
I
lot
could
of
never.
beauty in a shower, you know?
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
I get it though. Like, in the moment, in a celebration like that, you have to look past that and just celebrate, because you will ruin the moment.
Not me.
But
She's like, could you go shower before I hug you?
right,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
really
ruining the
disgusting
moment.
right now.
I do that to Jacob.
Imagine the headlines though that would have, like, happened if people did that. Like, they say, like, I love you, but, like, you need to go shower before I can touch you, and then people
Hit
are
the
gonna be like,
locker room.
she's shallow and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Can't stand his smell.
Wait, but okay, Brittany, what you said
Yeah.
was a good segue to a question I have, which was like, I don't know, I was thinking today of, like, obsessions and, like, liking things and, like, delusional thoughts. And I just want to know what your guys' most delusional but realistic thought, not realistic, but, like, you really think
Like, you could
something could
You
happen?
could attain it.
Yeah, like, okay, like, here's mine is, like, sometimes I get sad because I'm like, dang, like, I'm married to Jacob and Bad Bunny is out there, and if I
Oh
wasn't,
my gosh.
and if I wasn't married, I know I could pull him. And, like, in my head, I'm just like, if it weren't for Jacob, I would be with Harry Styles, or I would be with Bad
Okay.
Bunny.
That's what's holding you back.
When I
Yeah.
when I was 14 and I saw Harry Styles for the first time, I literally thought that, like, Harry Styles is like 5 years older than me. Like, he was like 18 or 19 when I was 14. Like, I literally thought that if he saw me, that, like,
Yeah.
he would, like, say, like, okay, I want to date you when you're 18.
When you're 18.
At least he's waiting till you're a consensual
Yeah.
adult.
Yeah, that's your
So
dream.
respectful of him.
Be like, call me in 5 years. I'd love to go out to dinner with you.
The first thing, besides like the two that I already shared, except those are ones that like I don't actually think I'd be able to accomplish, but like I really hope. I am more delusional with like kind of like a fake it till you make it thing. Like we went and saw my cousin's buying a house literally across the street from us, which is so exciting.
That's so
but when
fun.
we were there, I was like, oh, we could buy this. And then I'm like, no, like we literally don't have like the money needed for the down payment or like make the monthly amount that we would need to like we could not practically, but in my mind I'm like, oh no, we could do that. Like I want to go and talk to them and buy a house next door.
Yeah.
So that is what my current delusion is thinking that I can afford a $500,000 house, and that's just that's not true. Not for what I make.
But you know what? That's a goal, and that's a
It is a goal.
realistic goal.
It is. I just need to make more money, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think that everything was like only $20. Like,
Oh, I miss
just
the
like,
days.
oh, I need to go buy this. It's just gonna be $20. Or like in high school, for some reason, I thought rent was like $100, and I was like, what was I thinking?
I know.
I think my delusional thought though is that I can become a pop star.
I love that.
Ooh,
That's been my desire since I was a little girl.
The way you like
That was
put
a
your
pop
hair
star.
behind your ear and like nod it. It reminds me of the Olivia Wilde meme.
Oh,
Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where she goes like,
No.
"We love America."
Oh
And she,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nods her head.
Yes. Yeah.
So Abby,
That's
a pop star,
funny.
like you'd be a singer.
Absolutely.
Okay, like Britney
Like-
Spears, Lady Gaga vibe.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
think
Demi is who you would go for.
Oh.
anyone really, anyone that will take me.
I used
Like-
to, yeah.
My delusion is that I think I can sing really well, and I think for a normal person, like, it's not terrible, but I used to, like, especially in church, you know how they always encourage everybody to do musical numbers and stuff, and so I'd be like, oh, this is my time to shine. I love performing in front of people, and I get up there and I start, and I am absolute trash, and I'm like, this is not what I want. Like, I'm better than this.
I love that.
And I just think I could become a pop star if someone discovered me in the right setting.
That did remind
So, yeah.
me of another delusion I have, kind of similar ish, is that I just like think that I will like somehow become famous.
Yes. Yeah.
Like an overnight success, but like the reason it is absolutely delusional is there's nothing I am doing that would amount to that. And so like for you, it's like you're not out there like singing on the internet or going and performing anywhere. So it's like, okay, that's probably not going to happen. But same
Yeah.
thing, it's like I'm not going to become TikTok famous when I have never posted, not never, but I don't post TikToks, you know? So,
Exactly.
but I believe
You
that
got to put
like,
in the hard work.
yeah. The other thing is that
Mackenzie, do you have
believe
a?
I'm gonna-
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, so quick. I believe I'm going to be a marathon runner, and that's a little delusional because I can't run a mile. But maybe one day.
You never know.
Honestly,
just
I'm
gotta start
delusional right
somewhere.
now that I can run the half marathon I'm signed up for when I haven't ran in like weeks.
I think I just
So-
want to run a marathon once in my life at least, is what I've decided. So I need to get on that.
That's a great accomplishment. I'd be so
Just
happy
once
for
at
you guys.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mackenzie,
But
what's your
Mackenzie, do you have any
delusions?
current delusions?
Oh, well, like constantly. Have you guys heard of like maladaptive daydreaming?
Yes, but
I
can you
love
explain
doing
it
that.
again?
No, I don't know.
Essentially, like you're always daydreaming to the point where like you think you're like what you're daydreaming is like gonna come true, and like you're just constantly
Yes.
Yeah.
in a daydream. Like that's me all the like
Or,
in my
like,
life. I
is
live,
it
in my head? I live a different life.
Is it kind of similar to like believing that like you believe something so much that you think it's true? Like you lie to
Yeah.
yourself so much that you think something
Yeah.
happens that never happened?
No, not that like, oh, it's more just like I think that this could happen, like
Oh,
or this
okay.
will happen.
Okay.
I feel like I
yes,
definitely
like
do that.
Like
going
literally
to bed with like fantasies is the best.
Yeah, like I took a nap this afternoon and literally I was like picturing myself like what would like I be doing right now if I lived in New York City and I had like a whole like thing. I had a bunch of girlfriends and we went out and celebrated my birthday. And
I love that. I love that it was your birthday in your daydream too.
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
In college. Oh my gosh. This is so embarrassing. I used to like if I was driving alone, I used to pretend that the guy that I was in love with surprised me and like came down and visited, but I was engaged and he like confessed his love to me. Like I had like a whole daydream that I would like go through. And like I broke his heart because he broke my heart. I don't know if that made sense, but it was all in my head.
Ooh,
Yes.
I want to know
I love
everyone's
being
like
crazy.
dream romantic gesture. Like just and it's just in your head cuz like for me like I in person I'd be like super awkward if like a grand gesture happened.
Yeah.
But like in your head, what's like your
Yeah.
dream romantic gesture?
That's so hard.
Well,
I get so
my
cringed out
dream
by like
romantic-
public gestures specifically.
Me too.
But like in your
Oh.
head if you didn't
I
feel
know.
awkward.
Pretend
know.
you
Well,
don't.
okay. I
have to
like
think.
I can't think of one in my head like pertaining to like personally my own spouse because that makes me so
she's
but like
"What
my
about
dream
Bunny?"
Yeah. think
no
of,
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Bunny,
literally
Harry
my
Styles.
dream is that it's Harry Styles. This is what my dream was in college and like still is like Harry Styles. We were in a relationship and he would come and visit me in my dorm and everyone would see him and be like, oh my gosh, like he's visiting you in your dorm. And he knew I was struggling and that I was struggling with money. And so in his grand gesture, he gets me an amazing apartment that's super close to school and it's beautiful and he just pays for it and it's paid for. And he's like, even if we break up, this is yours.
Okay.
So that's-
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
That's what it
this
is.
reminds me of Harden.
I was just gonna say it. This is the plot of After.
For real. Seriously.
I love that. I think for me, it would just be any type of surprise in
Yeah.
the sense of like show up to like at work with a bunch of flowers or send me flowers
What?
or bring me food. Again, this is in my mind where I'm not getting cringed out by anything, but
Oh,
like
okay. I was
Mhm.
like, Jenny had Harry Styles flying to her dorm room. Like,
Well-
bigger.
no, I don't know. I mean, if we're going that big, then like surprise me with a trip somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
That's where
talking
my
grand
head is.
gestures.
Is like show up, like call me, like do all of the planning beforehand. So you call me out of work, you like you plan babysitting, like everything gets scheduled out and I'm like whisked away to some place and like once we get there there's just like surprise after surprise of like I don't have to think about planning anything and
Yeah.
it's not ever asked like, oh, what do you want to do? But it's just like he just knows what I want to do. It's very easy to please me
Yeah.
if we're being honest. Like I want just about everything. Like I will take gifts, I will take treats, I will take just about anything and it will make me happy. So like you could just be like we're going to get a fancy dinner. We're going to like I packed your clothes, you dress in this. Like if someone could make my decisions for me and make me feel like like they just knew what I wanted, then I'd be like, "Oh my gosh." I think that would be it.
Yeah.
On a vacation, like whisk me away to a vacation.
Yeah.
And-
Especially as long as like a hot stone massage was involved, that would be
Mhm.
wonderful.
Yeah,
That's what I
totally.
need.
Even literally like a more realistic romantic gesture would even just be like, "Hey, I booked you a massage for this time this week." And like I got
That sounds
like
wonderful.
someone to watch Atlas, like whatever, just you go and like I just did this for you.
Yeah.
I would love
Honestly,
that.
those are gestures that I expect from my friends. Not even romantic gestures.
Okay.
I'm just like, that's friendship.
Yeah.
That's just friend. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think anyone could do it.
What's your romantic gesture? Your grand romantic gesture?
Well, anything like I'm thinking of Jenny, like Harry Styles buying her like an apartment. Like, yeah, if like Harry Styles or like some celebrity could just take away all my financial stress.
Yeah, that's true.
And okay, this isn't even a romantic gesture, just like a fantasy I have is like me going somewhere and doing some sort of like partnership with like a nonprofit or something where like
Oh.
I'm like the intelligent like head of the nonprofit and we partner with some sort of celebrity and
Yes.
the celebrity is like falls
Working
in
with
love
you?
with my intelligence
Yes.
and
Oh.
then it's like a celebrity is just dating a normal girl.
Can you write that in a book or a fanfic? Make it a fanfic about Harry.
Ooh.
No, yes, I was thinking we should probably do
Ooh.
fanfic on here. Like we should each write a little short
my
one.
God.
No. I was gonna say we should have Derek write us a fanfic and we act it out.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if I.
That'd be so
I love-
funny.
No, that would be so funny.
I was
I
gonna
love-
I was gonna ask him to do it yesterday, but then I was like, it's not enough time. But
Have him do it,
yeah,
and we'll
love that.
We'll read it live.
I love friend fiction. In high school, I used to write friend fan fiction, which was I would write for my friends, but I would put them in relationships with One Direction.
nice.
I loved it.
Okay, hard pivot. The Super Bowl just ended, obviously.
Yes.
To us,
Literally like
obviously.
40 minutes ago.
Yeah. Halftime show. Jenny, you said you loved it. What are all of your
enjoyed
thoughts
it.
on it?
Let's
I
start
fell
with Jenny.
asleep.
You fell asleep?
Yeah.
I love
Well, I
that.
liked it. Like, he's like a performer, and I like when men are like strong and like he's wearing glitter. And
Okay, wait. The one thing I did like, I do like men in cropped shirts.
Yes.
Okay.
And I saw that. Like he had like a high
Yeah.
waist crop shirt and I was like, I like that.
I think that's
And
like
I
a
like all
very
the people he
European
brought
style.
out. Like,
Very 80s.
I thought it was fun, and there are all these people doing tricks. I was having a
Yeah.
good time. I was being entertained.
Yeah.
I liked the second half of it a lot more. The first songs were a little too slow energy for me. Like I feel like especially for the Super Bowl, I'm like I want to be pumped up. And I liked his second outfit more too. I have beef
Yeah.
with him though because he brought out every single person and their brother except for Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Andrew was
Right.
saying, I wonder if he's going to bring out Justin Bieber.
So I'm
But do
upset
they have
about
a song
that.
together?
They Somebody to Love remix.
Yeah.
If they played that, that would have been so
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
The teenager
Well,
in me would have
And
freaked
that could
out.
have fit with the hyped up section. So that's my only real issue. I did think it was kind of funny by the end. You could tell he was just so tired, which granted,
Oh my
like
gosh.
he
Yeah.
was performing his heart out.
He was
Yeah.
So absolutely
sweating.
be tired. But
Totally.
like at the end, it was just so funny how everyone was still like dancing and jumping so much, and he's like barely bobbing.
There
I
was a
like,
moment you could
laughing.
tell where he was just like, I'm
He was done.
just here, guys. Like, I'm sorry.
But,
I'm
like,
trying.
He was dancing. He was roller skating. He was.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like.
Oh my
doing
gosh, yes, he
flips.
roller. That was
He was
crazy.
doing everything.
He was so
His
good
roller
at it,
skating
too.
was insane.
Okay,
Yeah.
But did you guys see where he almost fell? It was like
On the roller skates? No.
he had just gone through. I think.
Yes, the legs.
He went through the legs, and then when he stood up, it was like just a split second where he like kind of went too, like his body went forward
Yeah.
before like the top half of him. He
Oh.
totally caught himself,
Yeah.
but it was like it was so quick too. It was kind of funny.
That's
It's
crazy.
like when Beyonce like almost fell at her performance at
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, and she
But then
recovered.
she like caught herself and it looked
Mhm.
super cool.
yeah, it looked lit.
I think Usher is so good, and like I think that he's so talented. So I love that he really just like gave it his all, and it was I feel like the craziest Super Bowl performance like I've seen with so much going on, so many different parts, so many different people. Like I was surprised at how many people he brought out. Just like, oh, there's another person. Oh, there's another person. But I did love it.
I love guests.
I liked last year's more, but
What was last year?
Yeah,
What was
I
last
don't.
Oh,
I definitely
Rihanna's was
didn't
amazing.
love it so
Yeah, I didn't
much.
like last year.
I love.
Oh,
Rihanna's.
Rihanna's I was all over. I'm talking about
That was
Usher's
last year.
I didn't love.
yeah.
It was what?
Abby was saying she liked Rihanna's.
I'm sorry.
She was not obsessed with Usher's.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. I am obsessed with Rihanna's performance. I was like iffy about Usher's. Like, I think he did good. I'm still impressed. Like, all props to him, all compliments. But I also was like, that was also in my mind really chaotic. A lot was going on. And the switch up, like, I know that his Vegas performance has so many different, like, parts to it. Like, he does the rollerblading, there's the pole dancing, there's like all different kinds of things. And to do that in like an 8-minute performance is just like a little too much. Like, I don't know. So I felt a little bit of whiplash, but that was my own issue. Not really an issue on him. It's just like, I
love
that
the
was my
Alicia
vibe.
Keys part.
Yes.
She's awesome.
I love her. Yes.
Speaking of Super Bowl, my family had a little debate about this, but Travis Kelce getting in his coach's face.
That was crazy.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. I didn't really understand what was going on.
He was saying, put me back in.
Yeah, he is.
I was
he's being
scared.
grumpy.
But I'm
He
just
was so
like,
mean.
Honestly,
to your coach?
I missed it during the actual clip. I saw it play back on TikTok, I think. I don't really know what I feel.
No, I
didn't
was
love it.
watching and I'm like, men are scary. Football players are scary. I don't like them. Because I was watching it live and I was like, oh, is he like celebrating? And then he was like so angry.
I know.
And
It
I was
kind of
like,
looked
I'm
like he was
scared.
celebrating at first.
Okay, maybe this is like not good of me to say, but I'm not trying to excuse it, but I feel like with such an intense game, I understand having extremely elevated emotions.
Yeah.
So like I don't think he should have yelled at his coach, obviously, but I also think you see so often coaches yelling at players, and not necessarily in their face like that, but like yelling at them, and it's like that's not thought twice about. But then the reverse is, and like not saying it's okay, I still don't think he should have, but I don't know.
Well,
I just
and there's
think
like
when
a good chance he goes home tonight after everything is calmed down, like the emotions start to settle in, and he's like, that was really stupid of me to do. Like,
Well, but
and I
think,
just got caught up in it, you know?
Well, but it wasn't just like like he was totally like flexing on him and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't play sports, but I'm just like, to get in your coach's face like that on the Super Bowl when millions of people are watching, like, keep it together.
What is he doing in private?
Right.
But
Right.
I guess I just don't like, because I don't understand so much of what was going on. Like, I'm obviously not there. I don't really know what's going on in his head, in coach's head. I don't know what that conversation was like. Like, I literally just saw a little clip of it on the TV, and I have so much little information about it all that I'm just like, it kind of was a little scary for a second, but like,
I just
don't
think
know. That was my
that
main
everyone's
thought.
gonna see that. Keep it together.
Yeah.
Have your
Literally
emotions,
keep
but
it
don't
together.
flex on your coach like that.
Right? Like, I honestly think it's like kind of like, I think it's fine to like yell and like be like, put me in, but he was literally like, I don't know.
Him.
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't think it was that aggressive, but maybe I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. I don't know.
No,
I
my
don't
family
like
didn't
aggression.
think but that it was that aggressive, but like Derek and I were like, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Yeah,
have
my
to
whole family was like,
rewatch it.
what?
Yeah, I don't know. I
everyone was
mean,
like,
again,
"What's
like, I
going
just
on?"
feel like in these situations, like when you're so like focused on playing the sport, you're playing at such high energy and aggression. I mean, because that is like what football has a lot to do with, is aggression. It's like you're just kind of in that mindset that behavior like that, like, while I don't necessarily think it's excused, it's like, okay, I kind of
I don't care.
Like I think
guess
I
I'm
think
not
to
an
us in
apologist
like
for male
our
aggression.
I am just like keep it together. If
No.
Yeah, like
especially at the Super Bowl,
everyone
like,
gets mad.
this is like what I think is to us with our mindset of just like we are calm, we are watching it at home, like whatever. Things like that to us seem crazy, but because we are not in their mindset and understanding it, like I think it's just a different perspective. So I just don't really have much of opinion, and I'm just like,
Honestly,
you guys, that's between you two.
no,
you know?
I totally get what you mean, because here's the thing. I was yelling at the TV and I was sitting at home calm, and I don't even care that much about these teams. So I feel like as a whole, football especially is such an aggressive sport that I guess I'm not surprised when something like that happens. Again, like you said, Abby, should it? No. But it's not that surprising to me. So I guess I like, because I remember the first clip I saw of it on TikTok, I was like, okay, whatever. And then when I kept seeing it and people were like commenting on like, oh, that was so weird, I like, that's when I was like pausing on it, but I didn't even like really think about it the first time.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Jenny, are you there? Oh, you were just so still.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I totally thought you were frozen.
What did Jacob think? Because Jacob played football in high school. Because Derek, who also played football in high school, he was shocked. He's like, he needs to be like benched.
I wasn't talking to Jacob, but I was with like the men in my family who all play sports, and they're like shocked by it. And
Yeah.
so I don't. And I texted Jacob
I'm just like,
later.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
More inappropriate. This contradicts what I was saying earlier, but coach to player, because it is like you should have a little bit of that power balance, But I don't know.
I'm just
know.
like, chill.
I think there's
I'm
a
just
lot
like,
of
Daddy,
context
chill.
I'm missing, so I just don't.
I don't care about
Don't
context.
get it all.
You know what? It's Travis. He can do no wrong. Just kidding. I'm just gonna be a Travis apologist
Oh my gosh.
as a joke.
I hate all apologists.
That's
But
the
that's
vibe
fine.
I'm getting
What,
from
you
you,
guys
though,
are
Abby.
Yeah.
Really?
This is
Yes,
the
a
most
Travis
apologist
apologist.
vibe.
No, I'm not trying to defend him.
You're
I'm
like,
just,
well, I just don't know the context of him flexing up and screaming in his coach's face. Like,
oh, sorry.
The only apologist.
I don't have enough information for this.
yeah,
The only apologist that
punching
Abby is.
yeah, he's like,
The only apologist is a Taylor Swift apologist, which is the correct apologist to be.
Right? No, I just like,
No.
No, I agree with what you're saying.
I don't
Abby.
know if I don't really have strong opinions about some celebrities, like, or pop culture things or whatever, because they're like so irrelevant to my life, and I don't have like any, like, I just don't
no,
care.
I get what
you
you
know,
guys are
I
saying,
just
that
don't
it's-
care. So like, why I don't want to like talk badly or positively. I'm just like, that's their issue. Like, let them deal with it. I don't care. Like, maybe it was a bad look. Like, yes.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that I understand anything of what's going on. So like, I'm not gonna have an opinion. You know.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
my,
I think
that's
it's
my point.
okay, like what you're saying, to be neutral on things that are like out of your scope of what you're like
Right.
super familiar with. Because that's how I feel with a lot of like pop culture things we talk about in general, is like, I'm not like, even like the Ariana Grande, like all of that stuff when it was happening, I felt so
Yeah.
like not knowledgeable about a lot of the things. So I felt like, I don't know. I like didn't feel like
Yeah.
I was even not allowed to have an opinion, but it's like I just don't know a lot. So
Yeah.
anyways, that's like,
And I
left
feel like
field.
the world criticizes people in this, like any sort of celebrity or well-known person, so much that like, unless I really have something like that, like a value to say, which who really defines what value would be, but like, why, I don't know. I just don't care enough to do that. I don't want to be another like major voice to something that I don't understand just to say something. So that's just what I'm saying.
I like that.
Neutrality helps the
Anyways.
oppressor.
Okay.
And pop culture is
And
oppressed.
right now, Travis Kelsey's the oppressor.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if I understand what you mean by that.
She's
Okay.
kidding.
Well, like if it was a bad, like honestly, and I think I said this to Andrew too when he was talking. He's like, "Oh my gosh, he just pushed his coach," and I was like, "What, really? Like, oh, that's crazy."
Like, I don't care.
And yeah, I was like, interesting. I was just like, he's probably gonna get fined for that. Like the NFL's gonna fine him. Like
Okay, that's what I
there's
thought about
other
too.
teams.
Not Travis Kelce. I feel
No,
like
they
the
will get
NFL
fined.
is corrupt.
Oh, they're so
He
corrupt.
gets
It's
fined all the
crazy.
time, I feel like.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff about the fines in the NFL that is just like wild.
get
So
fined for
anybody
everything.
can get fined.
Yeah.
But that, you
Yeah.
think he'll get fined for
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I feel like because
I don't think he would.
I feel like he'll get a pass on that.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so at all. I don't think the
We'll
NFL.
see.
I think if there's corruption in the NFL, it's because they like putting players in their place. You know, so it's like maybe too aggressive on people when they
I don't think
don't
because
they want to like
put players
express
in
their
their
power.
place.
I don't know. All I'm saying is like I'm a nobody. It's not my problem to deal with. Like let them deal with it.
No, I
So,
get what you. I'm just poking fun. I get what you guys are
Okay.
saying. That it's not shocking that
Yeah.
you see aggression on the.
I'm
field.
sorry. I seem like I'm defending
No,
or like I'm an
We are
apologist.
not. We are not offended. It is a lighthearted topic, except for Travis and his coach. They're
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
lashing it out right now.
That game though did have me, oh my gosh, my heart was racing. I was so stressed out at the very end and I thought we lost. I was screaming, but we won in the end and I was happy about that. I was rooting
Oh,
for the Chiefs,
sad.
by the way. In case
So-
you didn't.
I'm trying to figure out who an official would be considered, but on the NFL website, it does say for your first offense of physical contact, and then so there's physical contact with an official or verbal or other non-physical offense against an official. So if the coaches count as an official, then they pretty much can get fined anywhere from $30,000 to $38,000.
Yeah.
Well, but that's all. It's also.
But I
like
don't know if-
what defines physical context. Because
Yeah.
Travis was kind of just flexing on his coach.
Well,
He wasn't
and
like punching him.
So that's
like,
where I
Yeah,
think
and
it
it's like
would
when do they
be-
choose to actually
well,
fine?
so that's why I think it'd be the second one where it's verbal or other non-physical offense because he was like yelling at him. But I don't know. It has an asterisk for what an official is, but then it doesn't actually list who an official
What it is.
would be. Yeah, I need more
I just think there's a
context, but-
strong possibility. From what I understand,
I honestly
basically,
think he
if
would get fined.
anything looks poorly on the NFL, it's going to get fined.
Yeah.
So like that can do with like uniform or behavior. And if there's a behavior that happened on screen that people are having a reaction to negatively, then
Yeah,
there's a good
especially-
chance that can be
I
fined.
think he should get fined.
No, totally. Especially with how much discourse there already is about it online. I would be more surprised if he didn't get fined. But also, he just made so much money that what is a fine of $38,000 anyways?
I know, who cares?
Which is
My
disgusting
bet is
to
that
think
he
about.
won't get fined.
Sadly,
I have
we'll
a hard
never know.
pivot,
Hard
Yeah.
pivot.
and it's that I'm in mourning,
Why?
and it's
Oh.
because
R.I.P.
a really close companion of mine has passed away, and it's my very first ever vibrator.
Oh,
She has
Hello. What?
The other night, she
like her
was-
that's so sad.
I was like,
no,
why
she
is she
died
laughing?
forever the other night. Like
That's really sad.
she's been acting a little weird, and she was fully charged, and then she was like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr," and then she just stopped. And she's dead
Girl,
now. I've tried turning her
I'm
back on.
so-
She's
Have
dead.
you
Sorry.
no shame?
Yeah, a vibrator.
You're so
I
brave
don't.
to talk
I
so
have no
openly
shame.
about that.
That's so.
But isn't that
funny.
sad? That's my first ever one. It's
That
from
really is sad.
like 5 years ago.
Wow.
That's a good
That is a long
lifespan.
time.
I know. I'm actually kind
Um,
of surprised it lived so
I'm
long.
so sorry for you. I really don't know what to say.
Thank you.
You know, I'm still the one that is still in the drawer that gets used is the one that Abby bought me. So thanks,
That's
Abby.
beautiful.
You're welcome.
That's beautiful friendship.
Yeah. We just, girls got to be looking out for other girls. Girls.
It's
You
true.
got to.
Yep.
Gotta have a
But yeah, I
good.
just had to get that off my chest.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Hopefully you had a
Thank
backup.
you. It's hard. I don't.
Oh, that's depressing.
So, yeah.
Good thing there's Amazon.
Facts.
I don't really know what to say, Jenny. Except
Yeah,
that I'm
I think
sorry
you've
for your
stumped all
loss.
of us.
That's how it always feels
You
when
keep
someone tells
saying
you
that?
something tragic. You just don't know what to say.
Well, and that just goes to show how tragic this is.
Right.
You keep saying that, Brittany. You keep saying, I'm so sorry for your loss. And I just keep wanting to sing the chorus of Feather right
Me too.
afterwards.
That's a great song, by the way.
It really
Sing
is.
what?
Feather,
Feather?
by Sabrina
Sing it.
Carpenter.
Oh.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Honestly, I don't know it
I
enough
never
to have
heard that.
trigger. I know the main
I feel
part.
so much better like a feather.
Oh,
with you
yes.
off my mind. I think I got the words mixed up.
No,
Sorry.
I think you got it pretty close.
Lighter
But
like a feather.
lighter.
But you're good.
There you go.
Lighter.
Okay.
I love that.
Remember that part at the beginning where I said I want to be a pop star?
Yeah.
That's
I hear
it.
That was
I hear
This is
it.
your moment.
There you
hear it.
go.
I hear the potential.
Oh, gosh.
That's amazing.
Okay. Well, does anyone have any last minute things we want to talk about? Oh, we did do Galentine's Day this weekend. And I feel like we should touch on that. Brittany, what was
We
your
did.
experience like hosting your first event at your apartment?
Let me just say, I have missed hosting so much because realistically, I feel like I haven't hosted anything like that. At least if I could be wrong on this, but I really feel like in probably 4 or 5 years, just because like we were living at my parents' house and then we've been living in our apartment, and not that like our apartment isn't a good size for hosting, but it's also just like not the most convenient. So honestly, just hosting again was so fun. But yeah, we did a little Galentine's. We had some fun snacks. We did some fun drinks. And then we played this game called, what is it? There are 10 but. So it's like that whole thing from TikTok, that trend. But it was fun. And then we did a favorite things exchange. And it was kind of funny because everyone got like exactly what they like wanted or needed.
Yeah, something that was like
I'm
perfect
still
for
so
them.
shocked. So Abby picked the gift first and got a hockey book. And I just don't feel like anyone else there would have appreciated. Like Mackenzie would have been the
Speaking
only
of
other
fantasies.
person that I feel like would have been like enjoying.
Wait, a
I started
hockey
reading
book?
Icebreaker.
You did?
Yeah, after.
like a hockey smut.
Oh.
Hockey the sport.
Everybody's saying Icebreaker is basically porn. You were like, yep. Add to the cart.
Okay, I'm gonna start reading this tonight.
It just has a cute cover.
It does. It has a really cute cover. And honestly, I'm really excited to read the second one at some point.
Okay, one of our friends said that she has read 24 hockey books.
I'm still
romance
shocked.
Books since December. That is
2 months.
2 months.
I'm shocked.
First of all,
I love that.
I didn't even know there were 24 hockey romances out there.
Yeah, what?
Seriously.
What
I
is
thought
this
there was
new
maybe
genre?
2. So
I've read a couple. So I know
I'm
that there's a
intrigued.
good amount, but
that's just incredible.
I know.
That volume of books. That's my goal for how many books I want to read this year.
you just like can't get like enough
It's
of it.
crazy. Yeah.
Of the hockey boys.
Yeah, it was so
No, I'm
fun.
so
fantasy.
excited to read it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I just finished my book. I was reading it. I just finished it. Now I'm excited to get into that one that I got from Galentine's Day. It's going to be perfect.
It was so fun.
Yep. Kenzie,
Yeah,
have you
it
used
was
your
great.
candle warmer yet?
Yeah, it's on right now. I'm
Ooh,
loving it.
I love it.
That was the
like my
funniest thing
favorite
to
thing.
me when you were like, this is perfect for me because somebody's house burned down today because of a
Yeah.
candle.
Yeah,
And
That's
you were like,
literally so terrible.
yeah,
it
I
is.
cannot imagine. But anyways, yeah, Galentine's was so fun. It makes me want to host every year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love it. It did make me want to have a house, but even like it was still cozy.
Yes.
Like our apartment is good size for
Yeah.
that small of a group. So
Right. It was like pretty small, so it wasn't like, oh, it's so cramped in here. Like we made do. It was great. You have a comfortable couch, you know? That's all you need.
honestly, it made the couch purchase worth it.
Yeah.
I love our couch. Anytime I sit on our couch, I'm like, this was so worth the money we spent on it.
I loved the vibes walking in. Like that was something that's something great about apartments too, is you don't have to do much to really like play up the vibe, but with a house, because it's so much bigger,
Yeah.
you have to like decorate. You either have to confine yourself to one space of the place
Yeah.
or decorate everywhere to really like sell the
That's a
vibe.
good point. Yeah,
But-
because I really didn't do much decorations wise. Like I had
Yeah.
flowers and then the little like hearts that I put on the counter. And
Yeah,
that was it.
like the confetti or something.
yeah.
It was perfect. Like the vibe walking in
so
was great.
fun.
You had like the delicious smelling candle, cute little flowers, food all set up, and then the chick flicks in the background playing were also my favorite, because it's like
So
you don't.
good.
Everybody always says we can watch a movie, but nobody ever like actually turns it on.
Yeah.
But they just set the mood, so it's like having it in the background
Yeah.
plays to that. I love it. I loved it.
That was
That's
my
great.
goal, was to just have a movie on in the background, mainly for the white noise, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Very
yeah,
true.
it was very
Very
fun.
true.
Next year, Jenny, you'll have to fly in,
Mm-hmm.
and then it
That's
will be
facts.
perfect.
I love Valentine's Day. I love the aesthetic of pink and red and just handing out Valentines. It's a fun day.
Honestly,
Yeah.
same. Big
It
fan.
definitely feels very much like your vibe, Kenzie.
It is.
That's true.
I love it.
Is it your favorite holiday?
No.
What's your favorite
Christmas
holiday?
is.
Okay.
Mm.
Where
But
would you rank it?
Valentine's, it's probably second.
Yeah. I love
But
that.
you're not really are you the like romantic Valentine's type?
No, I like it in like the way an elementary school
Mhm. Okay, yeah.
kid likes it.
Yes. The more like cute, fun, like just spread love and
Yeah.
joy to
Yeah.
everyone.
That's so
Yeah.
fun.
Joy.
Are you guys, I guess this will already be out after Valentine's Day. Are you guys doing anything for your significant others?
Well, Andrew and I already did something. We went on a like we made candles. We went to
yeah, that's so cute.
place. Yeah, it was like a place where you get to smell all the different scents, and then you get to pick your favorites and then make a custom candle based off of your favorite scents. Our candles just smell so heavenly to me.
That sounds so fun, honestly.
Yeah,
Are
It-
they like soy candles?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like most places, like, yeah, I'm like almost 100% sure that they're soy candles.
Is that better?
Guess.
I think it's better for the environment.
Oh,
Whoa.
love.
Yeah. But it totally reminded me, if you've watched Emily in Paris, of the episode where I just watched Emily in Paris this week, so that's why it's like fresh on my mind. But the Labo or whatever, the lavatory they do for Maison Laveau,
Yeah.
where they like had everybody got to make their own perfume scent. That's what it reminded me of. And I was just like, I wish I was in Paris with like, a French man, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
So it was
love
fun.
that French man in Emily in Paris.
Gabrielle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm.
love him. That's my
Yep.
fantasy.
If I had to think of a French man, that's what I would pick.
I love that. I
I need the new season to come out, so
same.
we're just waiting
And
to find out what
Bridgerton.
happens. And Bridgerton, yes.
I love all that I am doing for Scott is I make him chocolate covered strawberries instead of flowers. Those are his flowers. And then maybe we'll get cinnamon rolls in the morning. We did that last year and it was wonderful.
Aw.
Nice.
That's so cute.
I love the simple traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people don't put much thought to, like, they don't think they're that important. But even just looking forward to a day where you get to just go out and eat cinnamon rolls and like this is the thing we do
Yeah,
this day.
it's just
It's like so fun.
We love a simple thing.
Yep.
I love. Jenny, Kenzie, anything that you guys are doing?
I ain't doing nothing.
I know. I just said that it was like my favorite holiday.
I'll probably like be with friends. Jacob and I we don't do Valentine's Day.
We like
So-
to go to stores the day after because all the chocolate is on sale.
That's so smart.
I wonder if C's Candy is gonna have a sale.
Every day is
probably not.
Valentine's Day to you,
love
Jenny,
that.
huh?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to me because I go to C's Candy every day.
I was going to say to Kenzie, but also I was going to say to Jenny because she said we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. So I was like,
Oh,
it's every
yeah.
day for you.
yeah.
But
Mackenzie, your C's Candy hyperfixation transferred to me after you and I went there, and now I'm hyperfixated on it.
On which one?
On all of them. I can get it with my EBT card, so I bought a whole box of chocolate for myself.
Do you know which one is my favorite?
Mm-mm.
The dark butterscotch squares.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So now when you have that, you can think of me.
Aw,
Those are the only ones I like.
that's
from
so
there.
I love that.
romantic.
Yeah.
I'll do that on Valentine's Day.
You can buy a box there with EBT.
Not at C's. They have it at my school that sells food in this little area that accepts EBT, and they had it there.
That's
So I
That's
gotta get
awesome.
more before they're gone.
C's is expensive.
It's so expensive,
Yeah, specialty chocolates in general, I feel like
and it's so
But that's
good.
where,
is
like,
expensive.
at the end of my runs, like, I always end at C's Candy. and I get-
Somehow.
Yeah.
As you
And then
should.
I'm just, like, standing in line sweaty with every other 80-year-olds that, like, because only 80-year-olds go to C's
I
Candy.
totally do feel like all my like grandmas are like obsessed with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
now I
true.
really want one.
I love
Wow.
it. Well, I'll have to.
Oh my gosh,
Alright.
wait, I have to say one funny story.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Derek and I this past week we were leaving my parents' house, and it was like 7:45, and we're about like 10 minutes away from C's Candy, and it closes at 8, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want a chocolate. Like, I'll just book it, and we'll make it there by 8. And so we get there like 7:55, whatever. So I park. Derek runs in. Derek, because I've been going to C's Candy so much, Derek, like, he keeps calling me, like, Willy Wonka. And, like, anyways, so he goes in, gets the bag of chocolate for me, and he holds the bag of... I don't see this because I'm parked, and I'm looking at my phone. He holds the bag of chocolate up, runs, and does a heel click, but I don't see it. And so just the thought of like the workers seeing him through the window do a heel click with his bag of chocolate with no audience, it like kills me.
It's
Like,
just like
that, like-
one of those cheesy things that you
Yeah.
would totally do in like a movie or something where it's like, wow,
Yeah.
that person's really happy.
It's
He's
like a
Willy
Willy Wonka. Yeah.
It's so funny too because you didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
see it. It's so
Because
there
he
was
had to
no
tell you
audience.
about it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that.
He's like, he got in the car and he's like, did you see what I did?
He's just like looking at you and like, did you see?
Yeah.
He's like a little kid. Like, did you see? Did you see?
Yeah.
That's
Aw.
amazing. That is so funny.
I just want us all to have that like childlike energy where it was so happy and we just do things for fun like that all the
Honestly.
time.
I wish.
Because
but
what a
she's long
magical
gone.
way to live.
She's way too depressed for that.
That's true though too.
Well, I hope you all do a heel click this week.
Yeah.
Just do it for
Heel click
yourself.
for,
you know?
yeah, for no one.
Yeah.
For
Do
no
it for
audience,
yourself.
Just for yourself.
You don't
Bring
need other
back heel
people.
clipping out of joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heel clicks for joy.
Perfect.
Alrighty, everyone.
Great.
I'm all like giggly now. That was funny. Well, we love you all. Have a wonderful week. See you every Monday. Love ya. Bye.
Peace out.
Bye, friends.
Peace out, A-Town.